Hey there, I'm Mike Gillette, your host, and this is the Soundscape series, 1937, Part 22, Episode 55 of When Radio Ruled. This podcast is a montage of excerpts from old-time radio shows performed live and broadcast November 29 to December 12, 1937, starring Cecil B. DeMille, Eddy Cantor, Jimmy Wallington, Rudy Vallee, Tommy Riggs and Betty Lou, Frank Case, Andy Devine, Jack Benny, Mary Livingstone, Kenny Baker, Don Wilson, Fibber McGee, Don Ameche, Charlie McCarthy, Edgar Bergen, Nelson Eddy, Mae West, Pinky Tomlin, and more. As always, this soundscape consists of best-of clip reels I compiled from old-time radio broadcasts as I do research and writing for the When Radio Ruled historical documentaries. The highlight of this soundscape is Jack Benny's football sketch, where Jack plays two roles, the star quarterback and the coach. These excerpts are offered without further commentary for your entertainment and education. Here are voices from 1937, voices sadly now silenced. Great performers living again because you're listening to them perform live now.
Marion Davies has given Hollywood two things for which the town may be thankful. A good fellowship, which has inspired so much loyalty, and a great white landmark on the ocean front, her home at Santa Monica Beach. A quiet little gathering there may mean from 30 to 1,000 guests, and may include princes, giants of business, statesmen, and the nation's leading socialites, all being quite themselves under the spell of their charming and unassuming hostess. I've seen prominent ambassadors play ping pong in the cellar, and a world-renowned scientist romping with Marion's 4 dachshunds. She's forbidden me to mention that she's active in a number of charities, so just pretend I didn't mention it. Aside from that, she grows hundreds of flowers and engages in the business affairs of Cosmopolitan Studios. Tonight, she plays a role in which she always excels. Peg in Peg of My Heart. Opposite her is that very resolute young man, Brian Ahern. For years, Brian struggled against becoming a star. It all began when, at the age of 3, his mother practically thrust him on the stage. Brian showed his displeasure by howling throughout the entire performance. Still a rebel, he was enrolled in a London dramatic school at 10. His fellow students included an upperclassman, whom he recalls as a brash youngster with large ears and an assertive ambition. Once when Brian sent his autograph book to Reginald Owen, he found upon its return that the boy with the big ears had intruded his own signature. The uninvited autograph read, Noel Coward. Around our microphone next Monday night will be grouped several of Hollywood's most popular performers, playing a drama that triumphed on Broadway and became one of Samuel Goldwyn's most successful motion pictures. It was applauded the world over under the title of These Three, a powerful and original drama with a splendid romantic feeling. It stars Barbara Stanwyck, Errol Flynn, Mary Astor, Constance Collier, Alma Kruger, and Marcia May Jones. Our sponsors, the makers of Lux Flakes, join me in inviting you to be with us again next Monday night when the Lux Radio Theater presents Barbara Stanwyck, Errol Flynn, and Mary Astor, and an all-star cast in These Three. This is Cecil B. DeMille saying good night to you from Hollywood. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
I look tired because today is the 1st of December, and I've been out doing my Christmas shopping early.
Oh, really? Were the stores crowded?
Crowded? I've never seen such pushing and shoving. While I was looking at some neckties on the first floor, I got caught in a crowd of women, and the next thing I knew, I was down in the basement trying on a petticoat. I'm telling you. They not only walked on me, but they tore my clothes to shreds. First my tie came off, then one of my sleeves, then the other sleeve came off, then my shirt came off, then a cop came over and gave me a ticket for doing a striptease in public. How do you like that? How do you like that, Jimmy?
You certainly had yourself a time.
And in the toy department, a mother was holding a small boy in her arms. The kid stuck his finger in my eye, and I let out a yell, and the kid says, Mama, get me that Popeye. It squeaks. Brother, I'm telling you something? I really had some trouble.
Well, did you finally get your shopping done?
Yes, and with my arms full of bundles, a woman said to me, "Will you push the revolving door for me, Sonny?" "Sonny," says I. "Why, madam, I'm the father of 5 daughters." And she said, "Will you repeat that?" I says, "Repeat, not if I can help it." Jimmy, you know, I've been busy all my life. Yeah. I work hard. I don't get around like you do. Would you mind if I'd like to ask you one question.
Well, go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead.
Don't think me a fool, will you, Jimmy?
Oh, go ahead. What is it?
Maybe I shouldn't ask you.
What? What is it?
Jimmy, is there a Santa Claus? I'm sorry, Mr. Brown. The government invested $1 million in PU pictures, and that's the picture they're going to get.
I can't understand how you shot the whole picture in 3 days.
We got a Russian director. You know how fast these Russians shoot. My friends, this is Eddie Cantor broadcasting to you from the lobby of Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. Tonight, we are previewing the great drama Heels Adrift, with Jack Renard and Jimmy Wallington playing the principal heels. Celebrities galore, although my friend Clark Gable won't be here tonight. He had a little trouble. Confidentially, it was a question of operating on his ears or widening the streets. Oh, now I'd like to bring to the microphone radio's greatest commentator, Bulk Carter. Here he is.
Hello, everyone. PU radio time. Bulk Cantor speaking. Well, the celebrities are starting to pile in here at Grauman's Chinese Theater. Yes, and among the first arrivals I see driving up in a Rolls Royce is Tracer Garbo, accompanied by Fred Allen. We shall try and get them up to the microphone.
Oh, Miss Garbo. Well. Miss Garbo, I'm so glad you've come to our opening. Would you mind saying a few words over the radio?
I would like to speak over the microphone, but I do not know how.
Oh, that's right. You're not a radio star, are you?
No. Are you?
Huh? I think I go home.
Say, Cantor, you're not ignoring me, are you?
Fred Allen! Tell me, Fred, what made you come here?
Well, I figured if I came here, you might come over to my broadcast tonight. If you do, it'll be a great plug for your latest picture, Eddie.
Why, what do you mean, Fred?
Alabama goes to town hall tonight.
Yep, that's all right. Say, Fred, do I detect the slight odor of mothballs in that suit you're wearing?
Why, of course. You never heard of a full-dress suit without mothballs.
Listen, Fred, I know mothballs. They're okay when the suit is packed away, but when you wear it, you're supposed to take them out, see?
Why doesn't somebody tell me? No wonder these mothballs kept singing, "We want camphor, we want camphor."
Frederick, I think it's time to go inside. I think we have been here long enough. I think we say goodbye to Mr. Cantor. I think...
Garbo, if I could fill all those tanks with fire, Chief, I'd retire for life. Oh, look, ladies and gentlemen, who's coming to our preview. A year ago, she was just another onlooker in the lobby of this theater, but tonight, no brighter star will stand before this microphone, Deanna Durbin.
Well, a most distressing incident is taking place. Some retired riveter is driving up here in what looks like an upholstered roller skate. Why, it's Jack Benny and his Maxwell.
But Benny rides again!
Hello again, Eddie.
Hello, Jack. Say, I'm surprised to see you got here in your Maxwell.
Now, don't keep talking about my Maxwell. It's only 22 years old.
Well, Jack, that's pretty old, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know, Eddie. You just had your 25th anniversary. You're no 1938 model yourself.
Listen, Jack, we're not previewing your Maxwell. We're previewing our first PU picture.
I'll bet my Maxwell gets a longer run.
Quiet.
Really, though, Eddie, I'm glad you invited me here tonight. I know I'll enjoy myself, only...
Only what, Jack?
Well, why didn't you make this picture in Technicolor? Everybody likes colors. For instance, I like orange. What color do you like, Eddie?
Me? Oh, I like something dark, something red.
You mean, like cherry?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. See, we're making our own Technicolor picture already.
Yes. Now, let's see. What goes with cherry and orange?
Why, strawberry, raspberry, lemon, and lime.
I knew that. I figured that would happen. Jack, will you do me a favor? Better take your car to the parking lot, huh?
Okay, Eddie.
All right. Jack, what happened to it?
Oh, I don't know, Eddie. I think the clutch is slipping.
Yeah, it sounds like that mountain is slipping.
If I was really Jack Benny, I'd have a good answer for that right now.
If you were really Jack Benny, you'd never get on this program. Hepburn, we are really delighted to have you here with us tonight.
My dear Mr. Cantor, my heart beats with boundless energy. The sky seems clear and blue, and the little drops of sunshine pitter-patter across my heart when I hear you say that. I do so want to be happy, and I'm happy only when everybody else is happy. Really, I am.
Miss Hepburn, I'm really a great fan of yours. I've seen nearly every one of your pictures.
Did you really? I know they were all wonderful, but which picture did you like the best?
Well, I like you in Stage Door.
And did you like my acting in Morning Glory?
Well, I thought it was wonderful, but confidentially, Miss Hepburn, I think your Little Women put you where you are.
Yes, and confidentially, Mr. Cantor.
Yes?
I think your Little Women put you where you are.
People are liking me from New York to California.
What's New York? Nothing. I'm not liking New York. I'm not liking California. I'm not liking this country. I'm not liking the government. I'm not liking the people.
Well, if everything is so bad here, why don't you go back to Russia?
I'm not that crazy.
The voices of Greta Garbo, Fred Allen, Jack Benny, Bo Carter, and Katharine Hepburn were portrayed on this program by impersonators. The Mad Russian, as usual, was played by Bert Gordon. James Wallington speaking from Hollywood, California. Good night. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Nine p.m. BULOVA, Boulevard Watch Time. WABC, New York.
Move about from coast to coast as we will, we can't escape from Tommy Riggs. And Tommy finds it difficult to shake off Betty Lou. Not that we'd like to get rid of Tommy or Betty either. But I, for one, am growing tired of explaining that Tommy is really Betty and vice versa. Once more, Tommy does both voices. Betty exists only in Tommy's mind and tonsils. So here they are, Tommy Riggs and Betty Lou.
Well, Betty Lou, here we are back in New York. Aren't you glad?
About what, Mr. Tommy?
Oh. About returning to good old New York.
Old what?
Old New York.
Gee whiz, Mr. Tommy, that sounds awful funny to me.
Well, what sounds funny?
Well, how can yours be old if it's new?
Well, it is old. New York just happens to be the name of the town.
What town?
New York. Anyway, this is your hometown, and you should be glad to get back.
Why?
Why? Well, after 10 weeks in Hollywood, I should think a person would get homesick.
Which person is that?
Oh, any person.
Even those persons who were born in Hollywood?
Of course not, Betty Lou.
But you said any person.
Well, I'm not talking about people born in Hollywood. You know what I mean, don't you?
Yes, Mr. Tommy.
Well, what do I mean?
Anybody who was born in Hollywood isn't a person.
I said nothing of the kind, Betty Lou. You're always putting words in my mouth.
Mr. Tommy, I think you're always putting words in my mouth.
Well, we'll let that go, Betty Lou. But I just can't understand your attitude.
You're not angry with me, are you?
Of course not. But if I were born in Pittsburgh and spent 10 weeks in Hollywood, I should think I'd be glad to get back.
Are we in Pittsburgh?
No, that just happens to be my hometown.
Were you away for 10 weeks?
You know I was, Betty Lou.
And didn't you stop off there on your way back from Hollywood?
You know I did.
Then I don't see what you're complaining about, Mr. Tommy.
I'm not complaining. I just inquired, as a matter of course, whether you were happy to get back to New York from Hollywood.
Why?
Why? Betty Lou, are you going to start again?
Start back to Hollywood?
No. Your questions.
Well, you're the one who's asking the questions, Mr. Tommy, not me.
All righty, I won't ask, I'll tell you. You should be glad to get back.
Should I?
Yes. You were born right here in New York, and I think you should have missed it.
What, being born?
Yeah, no. Now, look, I want to talk about something else.
Yes, Mr. Tommy.
And I want to forget all about that subject.
Yes, Mr. Tommy.
Now, that's fine.
Well, how did you like coming back to New York?
Well, what did I just tell you, young lady?
You said you didn't want to talk about that subject.
Well?
But you didn't tell me not to talk about it.
Oh, me, Betty Lou, it seems like we never get any place.
Well, we just came back from California, Mr. Tommy.
I know we did.
Well, isn't that any place?
I mean in our conversations.
Conversations.
Yes.
Is that near California?
No. No, it means when people get together and talk.
Oh, well, my mommy doesn't think so.
Your mommy doesn't think so about what?
About our next-door neighbors. They always get together and talk, like when Daddy bought Mommy a new hat.
Well, Betty Lou, sometimes I wonder.
Yes, and so does Mommy. But I've been wondering about something and everything, don't you?
Don't I what?
Don't you know how we came back to New York?
Of course I do. We came back on the train.
That's funny.
What's funny?
If we came back on the train, why did we go on the boat?
Well, it's just another way of traveling. Anything to break the monotony.
Huh?
Break the monotony.
Oh, I didn't do it, Mr. Tommy.
You didn't do what?
Break what you said.
Well, I know you didn't, Betty Lou. I said the boat broke the monotony.
Oh, did it sink?
Now, that's silly, Betty. You were on it.
Well, what does a monotony look like when it breaks?
Well, you don't see a monotony. You feel it.
Well, I didn't feel anything break on the boat.
Well, Betty Lou, it's just a figure of speech. When you break the monotony, you change from one thing to another.
Oh, you mean like my panty waist?
Oh, please, Betty Lou, forget your panty waist.
If I do, I'll catch cold.
Rudy, I wonder if you would oblige by creating a diversion. Thank you. Spread the news everywhere. Listen to that band. It's Mickey Mouse's birthday party. Let's give him a hand. The three little pigs and the big bad wolf are playing piggyback.
There's Minnie dressed in her Sunday best and Donald Duck with a quack, quack, quack.
Ring those bells, toot those horns, let the world be gay.
It's Mickey Mouse's birthday party. What a
After 7 weeks in Hollywood, we were determined that our first program from Radio City must have a very definite flavor of New York about it. So we decided to re-interview a gentleman who deserves, if anyone does, the title Mr. Manhattan. I refer to Frank Case, New York's leading and genial innkeeper, owner and proprietor of the celebrated Algonquin Hotel. The last time we had this prominent host as our guest, you may remember he revealed a strange passion for awful puns. You may remember he also revealed an even stranger passion for collecting stolen goods, stolen hotel towels, to be exact. Perhaps we'll hear more about the technique of collecting towels from hotels. At any rate, here's New York's best-known hotel man, Mr. Frank Case, the Boniface.
Thank you, Rudy. By the way, do you know the derivation or original meaning of that word Boniface?
Not offhand, Frank, no.
Well, it comes from the Latin, bonum, meaning good, and facio, meaning do. In other words, Boniface means he who does good.
How interesting.
Yes, isn't it? Of course, there are those who would prefer the translation, he who does you good, but that's neither here nor there. I can't tell you, Rudy, how glad I am to be back on your program. I understand there was quite a demand for my return.
Yes, a rather insistent demand, I might say.
How interesting. From whom?
From you.
Oh. Well, here we are anyway. Looks like the same old place. Nice-looking bunch of boys in the band, Rudy. Handsome.
Yes, aren't they?
Yes, I noticed that. And one or two of them look intelligent, too. What became of the oboe player?
To shoot the oboe player, Frank.
Too bad, too bad.
Yes, poor boy, he broke his arm.
Just above the elbow? Poor lad. So young, too, for an oboe player.
You play the oboe yourself, Frank?
Well, no, I don't exactly play the oboe, but I know what the oboe is.
Tell us, Frank, what is an oboe?
An oboe, Rudy, is an ill wood wind that nobody blows good.
Frank, I don't see how you think of all those clever, witty things to say.
I wonder myself sometimes, Rudy. It must be all of 10 years since Steams Taylor first defined an oboe as an ill wood wind that nobody blows good. And yet I remember it as if it were yesterday.
I see. You steal gags as well as towels.
That's putting it pretty harshly, Rudy. Some of my sayings I do think up myself.
For instance?
Well, the name of my hotel is the Algonquin.
We got that over.
I just wanted to be sure. Well, Algonquin is an Indian name, and we have an Indian in every room.
An Indian in every room?
Yes, running water.
Frank, you'll be the death of me yet. How's your towel collection coming along?
Very well, Rudy. Very well indeed. Only this week I acquired a genuine 1927 Hotel Commodore with the original bathtub gin stains.
Must have cost you a lot of money, Frank.
Well, no. You see, I visited Bob Benchley over the weekend, and, well, Bob will never miss it. The Commodore didn't.
I see, Frank. You know, I recently acquired a little item myself you might find interesting.
Something from Hollywood, Rudy?
Oh, no. I already had a complete Hollywood set. No, this is a Fort Armstrong Hotel rock issue of 1919.
Oh, boy, you have something there. Could I see it, perhaps?
Frank, I stole it just for you. And here it is. Take it, Frank. It's yours.
What a beauty. How can I ever thank you? What a towel.
Don't mention it, Frank. Just a little thing I picked up.
But, Rudy, look at it. Observe that dull gray patina. Notice the fringe on the edge. Why, it's a museum piece.
Well, I'm glad you like it, Frank.
I shall place it under glass at once. You know what I'm going to do? What the Algonquin Hotel is going to do for you in return?
No, what?
We'll name a sandwich for you.
Frank, this is too much.
Don't say. I invented a new sandwich 2 weeks ago. And I've been looking for someone with just the right talent to give it a name. It fits you like a glove.
What sort of a sandwich is it?
Well, it's made without bread, without butter, without mustard.
No bread, no butter, no mustard. And it fits me?
Like a glove, Rudy. No bread, no butter, no mustard. Just ham. Good night, Rudy.
Say, Buck, I listened to your program last week. Are you on the level about wanting to get rid of your old Maxwell?
Yes, I am, Andy. Would you like to buy my car?
Well, that all depends.
Depends on what?
Whether he's crazy or not.
Now, quiet, Mary. We're talking business.
Say, Buck, what do you want? What do you want for your car?
Well, Andy, I started out asking $95, but I'll probably end up with $80.
I don't think you'll even finish in the money.
Now, look, Andy, are you interested in my car or not?
Well, Pa and Ma were discussing it last night, and Pa thought I ought to buy it.
He did?
Yeah, but Ma changed his mind with a right cross to the chin.
Well, I'm sorry your Pa got in wrong on account of my car.
Don't worry about him. When he comes to, he'll run her bow-legged.
Well, look, Andy, let's you and I go over here in the corner, and I'll make you a nice proposition on that Maxwell.
Okay, Buck.
Sing, Kenny. Now, look here, Andy. Despite all rumors, my car's in excellent condition. Why, that Maxwell is good to the last drop. And another thing. You know, fellas, all this talk about babies kind of makes you stop and think, doesn't it? It's the mystery of life. We're born, we cry, we grow up, we mature, and yet, what are we?
I'm a Republican.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as this is the climax of the football season, and it being such a popular sport, tonight we are going to present a little drama of the gridiron entitled The Big Game, or Button Button, Who's Got the Ball? Owing to the shortage of actors, I will play a double role, that of the coach, also the star quarterback, Flash Benny. You hear that, Mary? I'm playing two parts.
Yes, Ham.
Now, Kenny Baker will... I'm ignoring that, Mary.
Thanks.
Kenny Baker will be right end, Phil Harris will be halfback, Andy Devine will be fullback, and Don Wilson will be the rest of the team. And remember, Don, football will not be made of Jell-O.
Then don't expect me to carry it.
Fine college spirit. Are we all set, fellas?
Well, wait a minute. What am I going to be?
Well, Mary, we're short of men, so you'll have to be one of the players.
Okay, just call me Butch.
Now, remember, Mary, you got to get out there and fight.
Don't worry, I'll slug 'em.
That's fine.
What do you hear from the mob?
Now, don't overdo it. Now, folks, the scene of our play is Flatfoot College. Located. Flatfoot College, located in the thriving little town of Arch Supporter, Nebraska. Now, as the scene opens, the first half has just ended in the big game with Meatball Tech. The coach is giving his team a pep talk in the locker room. Curtain. Now listen, men. The score is 0-0. You're playing like a lot of jellyfish. Now, this half, you'll have to get out there and fight. Fight for dear old Flatfoot. Are we going to let Meatball beat us? Are we going to let him cross our goal line? Are we going to let him win?
We always do.
Well, this time it's going to be different. Now, listen, men. We're up against a tough outfit. Keep your eyes open this half. Meatball's got something up their sleeve.
I'll bet it's spaghetti.
Quiet, Butch. Now, get this, all of you. We're going out there and we're going to win. I want all of you to be up on your toes and stay there.
We're going to look awful silly.
And you, Harris, you're the most conspicuous player on the field. What's the idea of wearing a steel helmet?
I ain't going to get my hair mussed.
Fine cooperation. Why can't you be like Devine here? He was in there slugging and biting every minute. Why, he's the most alert man on the team.
Yeah, who are we playing?
That's the stuff. And you, Baker, listen to me. You're a disgrace to the good name of Flatfoot. You're out there playing, you don't even know the signals.
I do, too.
What are they?
Red means stop and green means go.
Then why don't you remember that when you're out in the field? And you, Livingstone, step out here.
Yes, Coach.
Coach. I'm the couch. Coach. Now get this, Livingstone. You're supposed to be playing football all during the first quarter. You were up in the grandstand. What were you doing there?
I had a date with a raccoon coat.
Was there a man in it?
I hope so. We're going out tonight.
A fine team. What a bunch of nitwits.
I resent that.
Look who's resenting. But it's true, there isn't a football player among you.
Now, wait a minute, Coach. You're bawling us out. What about Benny? He's the worst quarterback we've ever had.
I'm getting to him. Come here, Benny. What happened to you? Were you asleep out there? I did the best I could, sir. You did the best, you... Why, you're the laziest, dopiest player on the team. You ought to know. What? Why, you're the worst guy. I'm sorry you're me. Now get out there, boys, and fight. We can't lose unless Meatball keeps on cheating.
Cheating?
Yes, they have 11 men on their team.
But, Coach, every football team has 11 men.
They have? Darn it, I was thinking of baseball. Now get out there in the field, boys, and you, Benny, snap into it. I'll try, sir. Now let's go out and win. Come on.
Hey, Coach, what's that in your hair?
The alumni, they're always there. Let's go, boys.
Here we are, folks. The second half is about to begin. Meatball is already on the field. Here comes the Flatfoot team, folks, led by Flash Benny. Listen to their cheering section.
Yay, Flatfoot! Rickety racks, coax, coax, knock their jaws and break their backs. Hooray!
And now, the Meatball cheering section.
Yay, Meatball! Tear their helmets, tear their socks, send them home in a wooden box. Hooray!
Ah, folks, what a fine display of sportsmanship. The last half is about to start. The crowd is getting restless. There's the whistle. They're lining up. Meatball is about to kick off to Flatfoot. Flatfoot receiving in V formation. And there's the kick. There goes the ball. Up, 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 up. It won't come down, folks. They're going to kick over again. They're lining up. And there's the kick. Oh, it's a beauty. There it goes. Kenny Baker of Flatfoot receives the ball, which immediately throws Kenny for a 10-yard loss. He's badly shaken. They're in a huddle. Let's hear what they're saying. Take it away, field.
Now listen, fellas. We're on our own 2-yard line. But don't get nervous.
Yeah, what do we got to lose?
2 yards. Never mind, we got to make a gain. I know. We'll try our secret pyramid formation play. You remember how it goes, Harris?
No, hum a little of it. Now look, Harris.
Look at here. You get up on Baker's shoulder, and I'll throw the ball to you. So when they rush in, the ball will be out of reach. You get it, Baker?
Yeah, I'll be killed.
Now, wait a minute. Hold everything. What's this guy doing in our huddle? He looks like a spy for Meatball.
I'm Don Wilson, your own center. Right guard, left guard, and right tackle.
Oh. Where's my other tackle?
Gone fishing.
What, without us worms? Now, come on, fellas. Let's line up. I'll call signal.
I want to call signal.
Oh, no. All you did last half was yell out your telephone number. We want to get results.
So do I.
Hey, Flash, what do you want me to do?
Run out and get me a hot dog.
Get me one, too.
Okay.
Come on. What are you stalling for?
Yeah. Quiet, Meatballs. Don't get saucy. Now, let's get going. Line up, fellas. Ready? Signals. 72, 23, hike!
There it is, folks. The famous pyramid formation play. Can't tell what happened yet. It was a loss. The ball's on the half-yard line. Baker is unconscious. And Harris. Where's Harris? Oh, there he is, hanging on the goalpost. They're trying to revive Baker. Take it away, field.
Gee, this is awful. Poor Kenny. I wonder if he'll come, too.
If I do, it'll be the first time.
Now, listen, fellas. Let's try our famous hidden ball play.
Lay off of that one, Flash.
Yeah, last time we tried it, we couldn't find the ball for a month.
That's right.
Here's your hot dog.
Oh, give me a bite.
Here, Piggy.
Hey, Andy, run out and get me one.
Oh, gee, I want to play.
Now, come on, fellas. We only got 99 yards to go.
Gosh, are we going someplace?
Quiet, Baker. Now, look, fellas. They keep pushing us back time after time. I know what we'll do. I'll carry the ball myself.
Here we go again.
Oh, yeah? Line up there. I'll show you.
Attaboy, Flash, attaboy.
Come on now. Signal. 11, 22, 14.
Bingo.
No, height. Hit him, fellas.
There's the play, folks. The ball is snapped to Benny, and Kenny Baker is immediately knocked out. They got Benny. No, he twists and turns and crashes right through Meatball. There he goes down the field, folks. Wait, Benny is tackled. No, Benny's pants are tackled. Benny is free. He's wearing pink underwear, folks.
I am not.
He's a cinch for a touchdown. Wow, look at him run. 15 yards, 20 yards, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Hey, you! Pull over to the sideline. Where do you think you're going?
But, officer, I'm on my way to a touchdown.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Let's see your player's license.
But, gee, officer, I was only going 70.
Well, the limit here is 35. And why didn't you stick out your hand when you passed that left end?
Well, how do you think I knocked him down?
Oh, a wise guy, eh?
Yeah.
Come on with me.
I'm going to make this touchdown first.
Oh, no, you're not.
I'm not, eh? Then take this.
What a fight, folks, what a fight. Benny leads with a right to the jaw. The cop counters with a stiff uppercut, which catches Benny off guard. What a stop. Benny is wobbly. He's down. He's trying to get up, but he can't make it. The count is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's out. Meatball wins 10-0. Just a moment, folks. We'll bring the contestants to the microphone. The winner, Officer Murphy. It was a great fight, but the best man won. And now the loser, Flash Benny.
I was robbed. Put on the suit, Ma. I'll be right home.
You know that I was once the head chef at the Ritz Amsterdam in Philadelphia?
Yeah, but I want to know...
Potluck McGee, I was known as in them days. Potluck McGee, the prize producer of perfect pancakes, puree of peas, peach pudding, powerful paragon of pastry, particularly pot pies, potato patties, and princely pork chops for plain people, and proudly purveying pretty platters of personally patented pepper pot penguin to politicians, poets, presidents, and panhandlers from Palo Alto to Punxsutawney.
Well, Mary, what does 1922 mean to you?
Well, for one thing, it brings back the hours I spent in my father's room playing with a contraption he'd just built. It consisted of a wire coil, a pair of earphones, a piece of crystal, and a couple of inches of wire known as a cat's whisker. I think Dad called it a radio.
It was the year that The Sheik was no kind of a book for any respectable girl to read. And did we eat it up? And the whole country was humming a tune called April Showers, written by the musical director of this program, Lou Silvers.
Yes, and girls began bobbing their hair, and some of them got fired from their jobs for doing it. Not long afterwards, Lux Toilet Soap came along, and I hear it made the same fine impression on the Hollywood stars of the 20s as it does today. To me, it's the finest complexion care in the world, and I think Barbara will back me up.
Of course I will, Mary, because I use Lux toilet soap every day in the year, and I think that's the best recommendation I could give. Thank you, Mr. DeMille, for another grand evening, and to all our listeners, good night.
And may I add just one word of gratitude to the members of our cast, Alma Kruger, Constance Collier, Marcia May Jones, Helen Parrish, and all the others who helped us so splendidly.
Let me thank you for them, Errol. We look forward to having you, Mary, and Barbara with us again during the new year.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Another gala program awaits you next Monday night in the Lux Radio Theater. And Mr. DeMille returns shortly to tell you about it. This is your announcer, ladies and gentlemen, Melville Rudy.
Did you take Ida and your daughters along?
Oh, yes. And when they all walked in the White House with me, the doorman yelled, "Oh, Mrs. Roosevelt, there's a troop of Girl Scouts downstairs to see you."
Well, I hope you paid a visit to Congress.
A visit? Why,
Yeah.
I made a speech for him, told him some jokes, sang songs. Jimmy, I must have been on a half hour, and would you believe it? Not one congressman woke up.
Oh, no, Eddie, no, you're kidding, Eddie.
No, honestly, one congressman didn't move for so long that the insurance company paid off his wife. Gee, those poor congressmen, they sit and sit and sit.
Well, they're going to have to do a lot of sitting around this special session.
You bet. In fact, they've got a tailor now making special clothes for them.
Yeah?
Suits with 22 pair of pants.
Well, you know, with this session going on, the hotels must be very crowded.
Oh, Jimmy, the hotels, they're packed. And the funny thing, I learned the guests carry their own baggage.
No.
The bellboys were all Republicans. The last thing they carried were Maine and Vermont.
I don't want any skates or candy, and the choo-choo train will never do. But in my Christmas letter, I told Santa Claus to bring me you. Other presents would come in handy. I could use a little thing or two. But in my Christmas letter, I told Santa Claus to bring me you. Oh, the jingle bells are ringing through the hills and dells. Oh, the jingle bells are ringing. But I would much rather hear those wedding bells. Everything will be fine and dandy. And I hope my hope comes true. For in my Christmas letter, I told Santa Claus to bring me you. Mr. Santa Claus is short on dough. His financial standing must be mighty low. Maybe you'll think I'm touched in the head, but I saw Santa's suit and I know he's in the red. So you can give his gifts to Mr. and Mrs. Dokes. All I want is a razor to shave the whiskers off Cantor's jokes.
The jingle bells are ringing,
That's Cantor wringing my neck.
ringing through the hills.
Beverly Hills.
Jingle bells are ringing.
That makes twice you ring 'em. Everything will be fine and dandy. And I hope my hope comes true. For in my Christmas letter, I told Santa Claus to bring me you.
Jingle bells, ringing out and through. Oh, what fun the Santa Claus will only bring me you.
This is the Chasing Sanborn Hour, and this is Don Ameche.
It certainly is, and you're looking perfectly swell,
Oh,
Don.
thanks, Charlie. What brings on this effusion?
Oh, nothing. You know how it is. Only 11 more days till Christmas.
Oh, I see. Well, with your help, Charlie, suppose we welcome all our friends to another Chasing Sanborn show.
Yes, indeed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thrice welcome.
And that comes from Nelson Eddy.
Oh, such a marvelous voice. Simply marvelous. I wonder what he's going to give me for Christmas.
Hey, Charlie. Greetings, too, from Edgar Bergen and my little helper, Charlie McCarthy.
Oh, heartiest greetings. I wonder what Bergen will give me. Oh.
And a welcome to everybody from Dorsey L'Amour.
Uh-oh. Now, there's an idea of something to find in your Christmas stocking. Oh.
Yeah, you're right, Charlie. And greetings, too, from the Stroud twins.
Well, fellas, I'll get double presents from them.
Robert Armbruster extends a hearty welcome, and we're all very happy to have as our guest one of the greatest personalities on the screen today, Miss Mae West.
Mae West?
That's right, Mae West.
Now I'm sure of it. There is a Santa Claus.
We hope you'll enjoy our show and that throughout the week you'll enjoy Chase and Sanborn coffee.
That's great coffee, Chase and Sanborn.
Yes, it certainly is, Charlie.
I wonder if Chase and Sanborn are listening in. I wonder what they'll give me. Beneath the southern moon.
So you like that, Charlie, huh?
Yeah, yes, I do, Mr. Eddy. I do. Yeah, but I still like that song, you know, Figaro, Figaro, Figaro.
Charlie, you call that singing.
Well, at least I didn't waste a lot of money on my voice. Mr. Eddy, how much can a singer make? How much do you make? Or am I being personal now?
Well,
I mean, in just round figures, you know.
Well, now, I make in the neighborhood of...
you don't make that much, no. No, I refuse to believe
Well, now that you mention it, Charlie, how much do you make?
Not a tuppence, Mr. Eddy, not a tuppence. Every time I ask Mr. Bergen how much we're getting, he says it's a benefit performance.
I get it. Maybe it's a benefit for Bergen, huh?
I wouldn't put it past him. Say, Bergen?
Yes, Charlie.
Is this a benefit performance?
Why do you ask?
Well, never mind that. How much are we getting, Bergen?
My dear boy, to entertain an audience, to make people happy, to be of service to my fellow man.
Yes.
That is my foremost thought.
It is, huh?
Yes, money is secondary.
Is that so?
Yes.
How much secondary do you get? No. I could use a little secondary.
Yes. I'm trying to explain that there are many things more important than money.
Yeah.
Name 3. Oh. Aren't you ashamed to have such selfish thought as this time?
Yes.
Why, this is Yuletide.
Yes.
I remember as a lad...
That's a lovely story, Edgar, but Charlie wants to know why he doesn't ever get paid.
Yeah. Nelson, are you putting mercenary thoughts before ideals?
Huh?
Yes. Shame on you, Mr. Eddy. What would your daddy say?
Uh-oh.
I never would have thought it of you, Mr. Eddy. Shame.
Well, I'm sorry. Perhaps I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I shall go and hang my head in shame.
Yes, hang it extra low, too.
I'll go. Forgive me. Oh, Pa.
We forgive you. You see how sorry he is?
Yes. And now that he's gone, why don't I get any money now?
Well, after all, why do you need money?
Well, I have to buy... I have my Christmas shopping to do. I spent what little I had on Skinny Dugan's present.
You did?
Yeah, I gave him my last penny for his present.
Yes. Well, that was nice.
Yes, it was.
What did you get him?
I got him a chemical set.
Oh, I see.
My last penny for it, too.
Yes. Well, that's nice.
Yes. He's my pal.
Yes.
The rat.
Yes.
I got him a lot of bottles and a book of experiments.
Well, that's fine.
Yes.
Do they work?
Yeah, of course they work. I've done 8 of them myself already.
Yes.
I could have done more, but I ran out of chemicals.
Well, Charlie, what are you going to give Skinny if you've used all the chemicals?
Well, I'll give him the book.
The book, yes.
And the bottles. He can get refills if he wants to mess around with it.
Mess around with it?
Yes.
Chemistry is an interesting, fascinating study.
Yes, it is, yes.
We owe much to the chemists.
Yeah? Yes. I paid cash for the set.
No, I'm speaking of chemistry.
Yes.
It deals with the composition of matter.
What matter?
Well, any matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, yes, it does. Charlie, you see, the chemist is the man who takes the compound, divides it into molecules and elements and atoms.
Yeah, that's what he does. You come up sometime and we'll split an atom.
No. Please, Charlie, don't be facetious. Much of the world's progress is due to the labor of chemists.
Uh-huh.
Their perseverance, their patience. I have great respect for them.
Uh-huh. Well, thank you. We do the best we can.
Yes, What experiments have you perfected?
Well, I'm working on a secret formula now for cleaning silver.
Oh. What does it contain?
Well, there you are. You see, it's a secret formula.
Oh, I see. You won't tell me?
I won't tell anybody. I don't even know what I dumped in it.
Well, don't you have a formula?
Well, I know a little, yes. There was a dash of this and that, you know. I took 3 fingers of sulfuric acid and a jigger of potassium chloride, dash of hydrodromic acid, and I took a pony of nitrocellulose, some stuff like that. I can't pronounce it, but I dumped it in anyway.
Yes.
Then I put the stuff there in the sink, and I poured it all in, and then I dumped your silverware in it.
My silverware?
Yeah.
In that terrible mixture?
Well, you know, Bergen, your silverware was tarnished.
Is the tarnish gone?
The silverware's gone? Yeah, and so is the sink. It's a sink, too. It was a clean sweep, yeah. What a mixture. Yeah. Well, that's fine. That's fine. You've ruined the silverware in the sink. Yeah, but it won't happen again. We have to charge it up to experience, you know. The janitor explained where I made the mistake. Oh, the janitor? Yes, he's a smart man, too, you know. Yeah. He's a chemist. Oh, college man, of course. I guess so, yes. Does he have a chemical engineer degree, or is it a BS? I think it is, yes. Bachelor of Science. No, basement sweeper. Yes. He has a chemical laboratory, too. We fixed up down there in the basement. I see. We're working now on a substitute for gasoline. It's very powerful. Is that so? Very powerful. One drop on a dog's tail will kill a man. Is that? It makes a monkey out of dynamite. I'll bet it does. Yes. Well, is this substitute protected now, this gasoline affair? Well, for two things it is, yes. In the first place, it costs 3 times as much as gasoline, and second place, the car won't run on it. Would you care to buy in on a little of this? No. You can get it cheap now. Yes, I know. I don't think I'd care for it. You wouldn't like a piece of it, no. Now's the time to get in on the ground floor. Yeah. Before it blows up. I have a sample with me. Well, Charlie, I don't think I care to look at it. No, and I wish you wouldn't handle it around here. It looks dangerous to me. It's absolutely safe. I'll give you a demonstration. This is no place for a chemical demonstration. Bergen, there's the right way and the wrong way to handle these things. I know there is, yes. Now, this is the right way, you see, like this. But some fool is liable to do this, and they'd turn it over. Oh, Bergen! Well, where are you, Charlie? I'm up here in the ceiling. Yeah. Well, all I can see is a patch up there. Well, that's no patch, that's me.
America has gone wild over Charlie McCarthy. Everybody's sending for Charlie's marvelous big likeness that we're giving away free. Day and night, we're mailing out these wonderful presents to homes everywhere. And you love Charlie, too. He's over 20 inches tall, made of strong cardboard, and printed in full color. He sits on your knee, and you can make his mouth move and his eyes roll. And here's how you get him free. Simply mail us 4 bag fronts showing the date from 4 one-pound bags of Chase and Sanborn dated coffee, and we'll send Charlie promptly and post-paid. This offer will last long enough so that you can buy your dated coffee as you need it, never more than 1 pound at a time. Then you're sure your coffee's fresh, never stale and rancid tasting, a blend free from the harmful effects stale coffee may have on your system. For Chase and Sanborn dated coffee is guaranteed fresh by our unique dating and rapid delivery system. It's rushed to your grocer, fresh from roasting, with a delivery date clearly marked on the money-saving dated bag. You can't buy it stale. Try dated coffee. Buy only 1 pound at a time, and when you save 4 bag fronts, mail them to us for the big action likeness of Charlie McCarthy. Take down our address. Chase and Sanborn, 420 Lexington Avenue. 420 Lexington Avenue, New York City. Start getting Charlie now. Buy Chase and Sanborn dated coffee from your grocer tomorrow. Well, of course, we find Adam and Eve in the famous Garden of Eden. And this light-hearted travesty about what might have taken place in those days when the world was young was written for us by Arch Oboler, one of radio's better-known writers. Under a spreading fig tree rests one Mr. Adam, sprawled out lazily in the hot sun. Eve, obviously, is bored beyond endurance as they play a game of cards with a deck of fig leaves.
Listen, tall, tan, and tired. It's time I told you a thing or two. Ever since creation, I've done nothing but playing double solitaire. It's disgusting. It's got me down.
Well, we've got a nice place here.
That's the trouble. It's too nice.
Well, I'm not complaining.
But I want something to happen. A little excitement, a little adventure. A girl's got to have a little fun once in a while. There's no future under a fig tree.
Oh. Now, come on, woman. Be like me. Why don't you relax and just take it easy,
Because I'm a lady of big ideas.
Yeah, what kind of ideas?
You've no idea. Listen, Adam, I've got to get a chance to expand my personality.
Well, go on, expand.
I will, out there.
Out there? You mean outside the gates of the Garden of Eden?
Now you're talking.
Oh, but who knows what's out there?
I'd find out.
Oh, no, we can't go. We've still got a lease on this place.
You mean... You mean to tell me a lease is the thing that's holding me back from developing my personality?
Well, a lease is a lease. Anyway, we've got a nice place here. Temperature perfect, sun always shining, nothing but a heavy dew once in a while.
are you, the Chamber of Commerce?
Oh, go away and let me sleep, will you?
Listen, Adam. I tell you got to get me out of this place. You got to break the lease.
Yeah, but what for? This is Eden. Everything is peaceful and quiet and safe.
That's the trouble. It's too safe. I tell you, it's disgusting.
What are you talking about?
Adam, you don't know a thing about women.
Oh, you apparently forget you were originally one of my own ribs.
Yeah, a rib once, and now I'm beefing.
Me, I know everything about women.
That's covering a lot of territory. Listen, long, lazy, and lukewarm. You think I want to stay in this place all my life?
I do, and I tell you, you're one of my ribs.
Yeah, but one of your floating ribs. A couple of months of peace and security and a woman's board all the way down to the bottom of a marriage certificate.
Well, then what do you want? Trouble?
Trouble. Listen, if trouble means something that makes you catch your breath, if trouble means something that makes your blood run through your veins like seltzer water, Adam, my man, give me trouble.
Oh, Eve, you don't want trouble.
Now, tell me the low-down truth. Ain't there any way you can break our lease?
Well, yes, there is. But I won't tell you.
No?
No, this is paradise. Free light, free heat, free meals. What else could a man want? Answer me that.
I got a couple of good ideas if you'll tell me how to break the lease.
No, I won't do it.
Oh, Adam.
What?
Come on over here.
What for, to hold hands?
Oh, that old game? Can't you think of something new? You know nothing about nothing.
Oh, yes, I do. I know more than you do, woman.
Oh, what, for instance?
I know all about the tree.
What tree, man? What tree?
That apple tree in the middle of the garden. The lease says that if we eat any of its fruit, we get thrown out of here.
Oh, now, is that a fact?
Sure, that's why there's a fence around it. I tell you, one bite of those apples and we get a dispossessed.
How fascinating. Adam, you can hold my hand now.
No. No, I got a better idea.
Oh, yeah? I'm listening. I'm waiting. What are you going to do now?
I think I'll go fishing.
Oh. How disgusting.
Now, wait a minute. You can't talk to me that way. Do you realize I'm man number one?
Yeah, but I am number one man.
Well, I'll see you around supper time. I'll be back.
So that's the trouble. So it's a tree over there. Hello, tree. How would you like to do a little lease breaking for a woman with ideas, Not room enough to squeeze through those slats for a woman of my personality. Now, if I only knew someone skinny enough.
Salutations,
Oh,
Mrs. Eve.
if it isn't Mr. Snake. Hello, long, dark, and slinky.
Mrs. Eve, why are you standing by that tree?
Stop wiggling and I'll tell you. Listen, I know you don't approve, but I've got a little proposition to make.
I certainly refuse to listen. What is it?
Do you think with the proper provocation you could squeeze through that fence around the tree?
That's the forbidden tree.
Oh, don't be technical. Answer me this, my palpitating python. Would you like to have this whole paradise to yourself?
Certainly.
Okay, then pick me a handful of fruit. Adam and I'll eat it. And the Garden of Eden is all yours. What do you say?
Sounds all right, but it's forbidden fruit.
Listen, what are you, my friend in the grass or a snake in the grass?
But forbidden fruit.
Are you a snake or are you a mouse?
I'll do it.
Now you're talking. Here, right in between those pickets.
I'm stuck.
Oh, shake your hips. There, now you're through.
I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, but you're doing all right. Now get me a big one. I feel like doing a big apple.
Here you are, Mrs. Eve.
I see. Nice going, swivel hips.
Wait a minute. It won't work. Adam will never eat that forbidden apple.
Oh, yes, he will, when I'm through with it.
Nonsense, he won't.
He will if I feed it to him like women are going to feed men for the rest of time.
What's that?
Applesauce.
Eve? Where are you, Eve?
Waiting, my love. Just waiting.
Oh. Hello, Eve. What have you been doing?
Me? Oh, I've just been making a little history.
Huh?
The first woman to make a monkey out of a snake.
Say, how about supper? And don't tell me we got fig stew again.
Oh, no. Something new, so help me. Something new. Here, have a bite of this.
Well, what is it?
A new kind of sauce. It's good for you.
Are you sure?
Just to prove it's pure, 100% proof, I'll have a demi-tasse of it myself. All right, I'll...
Oh, well...
No, wait. Before you eat, answer me this. Are you going to take me out of this dismal dump and give me a chance to develop my personality?
Oh, Eve, are you going to start that over again?
No, I'm going to end it. Eat your sauce, big boy, and hold your hat if you got one.
Oh, say, this is darn good sauce. Where did you find it? Oh, my head. What happened to me?
We've been dispossessed.
But why?
Forbidden apple sauce.
Oh, Eve, what have you done?
I've just made a little more history, that's all. I'm the first woman to have her own way, and a snake will take the rap for it.
But, Eve, we've lost the Garden of Eden. We're just... Eve, it's as if I see you for the first time. You're beautiful.
And you fascinate me.
Your eyes.
Oh, tell me more.
Your lips. Come closer. I want to hold you closer. I want to...
You want to what?
Eve, what was that?
That was the original kiss.
Ladies and gentlemen, at last the long-awaited meeting of Siren Mae West and Casanova Charles McCarthy has arrived. This is the romantic battle of the century, the dramatic moment that millions have been looking forward to. Tension is running high, and so are the bets. The odds are Mae West 5, Charlie McCarthy 3. There's some talk that Charlie will weaken. They say no man can resist her. But there are others who feel that Charlie will vanquish the vampire. Wait a minute. Last-minute flash. There's been a drop in the odds. Mae West 4, Charlie McCarthy 4.5. Let's get a word from the challenger, Charlie McCarthy. What have you got to say, Charlie?
It looks like a tough fight, Mom, but I think I'll win.
Why do you say it's a tough fight?
Well, my opponent's in great form. He's had lots of training.
What do you think of your chances of winning?
Well, I've had some great fights in the East.
What do you think of West?
Mighty pretty country, mighty pretty.
Well, Charlie's never been in better condition. He's a fashion plate with his midnight blue full-dress suit, top hat and monocle, and a blue-white butterfly tie and dress shirt.
Yeah, it's PK.
PK tie and shirt.
Yeah, shot with gravy.
And now a word from the champion, Mae West. We've heard so much about you, Miss West. Won't you say a word?
Well, all I've got to say is where there's smoke, there's fire.
Wow. Boy, she burns me up.
There's nothing I'd like better than the aroma of burning wood.
I wonder if she means me.
You better watch out, Charlie.
Say, Charlie, do you smell that perfume?
Yeah.
Isn't it ravishing?
Yes, it is. It's ravishing. It's weakening. So help me. I'm swooning. What is it?
Why, it's my favorite perfume, Ashes of Men.
Uh-oh. Ashes of Men. Holy smoke. She's not going to make a cinder out of me.
Well, Don, there's been a great deal of talk, but very little action so far.
Right you are, Edgar. Miss West, this is the famous Charlie McCarthy.
Oh, hello, short, dark, and handsome.
Hello, tall, blonde, and terrific.
Charlie, that's no way to talk to Miss West. You hardly know her.
I know it, Bergen. I'm a cad. I hate myself.
Oh, listen, Charlie, are these your keys?
Oh, thanks, May. Did I leave them in the car?
No, you left them in my apartment.
Oh. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to have a white Christmas. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells.
Charlie, where did you leave those keys? Where did you leave those keys? I'm telling you.
He left them on my dresser. So what? Charlie, why don't you walk out on Bergen? What's holding you?
Well, he is. You better tell him, May.
Well, if you want to know, he did come up to see me.
Oh, he did? And what was he doing up there?
Well, Charlie came up and I showed him my etchings. And he showed me his stamp collection.
There you have it, Bergen. There you have it. Yes. So that's all there was to it. Just etchings and a stamp collection.
He's so naive.
So that's what's the matter with him.
Yeah.
Come here, honey, closer, so we can talk intimately.
Yeah, well, if you don't mind, I think I better keep my distance.
Well,
May.
I don't like long-distance conversations, so come here. I thought you were going to have a nice long talk Tuesday night at my apartment. Where did you go when the doorbell rang?
Well, I tried to hide in your clothes closet, but two guys kicked me out. So I went out the back door.
Don't tell me you went out through the French windows. I'm on the 3rd floor, you know.
Oh, so that's what it was, the French windows, huh? I was going to say you were pretty skimpy with those back steps.
Oh, you look pretty good to me, Charlie. Come here.
But I thought you only liked tall men.
Oh, that was my last year's model. This year I'm on a diet.
Oh, so that's it. You're on a diet. Yes. Tell me, Miss West, have you ever found the one man in your life that you could really love?
Sure, lots of times.
Oh, I know. Could you even like Mr. Bergen?
Oh, Mr. Bergen. Well, of course. He's very sweet. In fact, he's the right guy. Confidentially, you'll have to show me a man I don't like.
That's swell. Bergen's your man. You know, he can be had.
On second thought, I'm liable to take him away from you. Then what do you say?
Well, if you take Bergen away, I'm speechless.
You ain't afraid I'll do you wrong?
Well, now that you ask,
Oh, you're afraid I'll do you right?
Well, I'm slightly confused. I need time for that one, May.
That's all right. I like a man what takes his time. Why don't you come up home with me now, honey? I'll let you play in my wood pile.
I'm not feeling very well tonight. I've been so nervous lately. I think I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. Wait, there I go. Oh.
So, good time Charlie's going to play hard to get. Well, you can't kid me. You're afraid of women. Your Casanova stuff is just a front. A false front.
It's not so loud, May. Not so loud. All my girlfriends are listening.
Oh, yeah, you're all wood and a yard long.
Yeah.
You weren't so nervous and backward when you came up to see me in my apartment. In fact, you didn't need any encouragement to kiss me.
Did I do that?
Oh, you certainly did. I got marks to prove it. And squinters, too.
Oh, that's too much. This is too much.
Well, get this. I don't need you. I got all the gentlemen friends I want. Why, I got men for every mood. Men for every day in the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A good man Friday, ass, and a good man Saturday. I change my men like I change my clothes. And you...
May, you're not walking out on me, are you?
I've got a reputation at stake. No man walks out on me. They might carry them out, but they never walk out.
I'm mad about you. I love you. I've acted like a fool.
That wasn't acting. Come here. I'll show you how to act.
Oh, but May, don't be so rough. To me, love is peace and quiet.
That ain't love. That's sleep.
Oh. Now, cut it out, May. Cut it out. Help me, May. Ameche, help Eddy.
Oh, call on Ameche. Call Bergen. Call everybody. I don't need any help.
Thanks for listening to 1937 Part 22, the Soundscapes audio montage series number 31 from When Radio Ruled. I'm Mike Gillette, your host. When Radio Ruled and the Soundscape series are before TV productions. Copyright 2022.